Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to drop off for a second. Quick catch up with Mrs. Russell. Mrs. Laughing Boy indeed. Thanks, Amanda. She 100% did not want to be on camera just then, so she's like, yeah, we can. I need to make like a be right back screen or something, don't I? Just so rather than ending the stream and restarting it, that would be more sensible. But thanks for coming back, Manda. So I'm probably going to stream for about an hour, do some bits on this guy. Oh, God, yeah. Contrast paint's the worst to put in your mouth. No, I don't know why I did that. And I didn't bring a drink down with me. Brilliant. Yeah, don't put contrast paint in your mouth. Ugh. Tastes disgusting. I think I just meant I always sort of like just sort of lick the end of my brush to get a point on it, but I think there was a bit more paint on it still than I expected. Most paint, like the other stuff, doesn't have a really horrible taste to it, but crikey, there's that contrast paint. Blech. But no, in general, you probably should put paint in your mouth. Not even if Donald Trump tells you to do it. Much like you should definitely not inject disinfectant or bleach. Don't do that. As much as the leader of the free world would make you think it's a good advice from him, it's really not good advice. Really not. Yeah, this is true. Oh wow, that's a hell of a bit of a bleed going on over here. Oh, that skelly bone really did run. I love how on this model his toes literally just sink into the base. When they sculpted this, they just didn't even give his foot an end. It just disappears into the base of the model. Like his foot is melted. can't believe this must be the first time I've not watched a weekender on a Friday, or certainly on a Saturday, but I haven't watched it at all yet, so I'm going to have a weekender to watch and a XLBS to watch shortly. You're still a week, well, okay, then that's you win. A week behind even, yeah. Come on, yeah, okay. Well, it's nice that you've got that. It's always there to catch up on it. I mean, the Saturday show is always a bit less interesting anyway. I've certainly seen in this one there's a good sort of hour plus of just interviews, so that's less interesting for me, to be honest. So I'll probably skip through the majority of it, and it'll probably be about 30 minutes of actual content I want to see. Which is fair. Yeah. No, exactly, yeah. It's kind of why I guess they've put timestamps in it now, so you can just jump to the bits you want to see. Ah, cool. Nice. Are you able to get them given the current situation? Are they still shipping? I need to get some hobby suppliers. I'm just waiting for it to be enough to do a decent enough order from, say, Beast of War or someone else. don't just want to do an order for a few paints and bits. Ah, okay. Nice. Yeah, that's always the best. I like doing that. We have to go back and do this skin anyway because I've got a load of corrections to sort of sort out here. Should have maybe done it this way around first time. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to get anything locally. I can get it. I can get a shipping, but yeah, nothing around me would be available to get stuff from. Which is fine. I mean, that's no different anyway. I mean, I would normally always get it shipped anyway, but you kind of feel like if you're going to do it, I want to do it with a decent sized order rather than just odds and ends. I just feel like some poor sod's still got to pack it and ship it and deliver it and all that stuff, so I'd rather wait till it's something half decent. Right, let's grab some wraith bones so I can do some tidying up along the way. Push my camera up a bit. Do you mean like this? Is that better, guys? It looks fairly central there. What do you mean from a focus point of view? Because I can probably let me see if I can find the sweet spot on that. I tend to hold the miniature here. Is it up a tad? That's too much. Yeah, I think it's what there? Don't think it's there, is it? Is that right? Or is it one more down? Is it that or is it that? Don't think there's any difference. First or second one? I think it's that. I can't tell a blind bit of difference from those two, so we'll go with that one. It's that. Good. Yeah, I know, yeah. You wasn't expecting this, was you? Well, I did say I might be able to, I might come back on again. And today's a special day, so you know. Oh, nice. Commodore Rob. Hey, buddy. How are you doing, sir? Oh, nice. Bit of drop zone. I'm going to grab... What colour do I want? Maybe it is the black around there. Yeah, we're going to change these up. These skulls are going to not be skull coloured. They're going to be gold coloured. He's going to have a bit of bling. His belt's going to be in leather, and then he's going to have some gold iconography, if that's the right word. It is indeed the sorcerer or chaos priest, whatever you want to call it, from HeroQuest. So yeah, it would have been a while ago, Rob. Right, so I want my leather brown again, which we're using where the dickens is it gone? Well, that's interesting. I've somehow mislaid a paint. There we go. Does that mean that I didn't actually use it and I used something else? Another game I've never played, Rob. I have both Drop Zone Commander and Drop Fleet Commander boxes. I've actually painted... have I painted forces for both? I've definitely done Drop Zone because I've got all the little tanks and stuff. For the... Is it the UMC? And Shikari or something like that, is it? I bought it because I thought I heard that they were going to somehow link it together so you could go from the fleet fighting in space, and then they could then drop units, and then you could go into the sort of, you know, into the planet and then see what was actually taking place in the planet, and that just sounded very cool to be able to have those kind of two scales of a game. Sounded very cool. I don't know if they ever pulled that off, but oh, it can be linked, but not in a Shatari. Shatari. So I have both of those forces. Yeah, I didn't know if, like, if you had a big enough table, you could literally play one side of the table as the space battle, and then launch into the ground assault phases or something like that, because that would be super cool. So we have to have that kind of jumping backwards and forwards between the two theatres of war sort of thing. Very different game. It's probably more marketing than it was reality. How you doing anyway, Rob? I haven't spoke to you for a while. I assume like the rest of us, just doing what work you can. I assume like me, most of what you do can be done remotely without going into an office or over Zoom calls, etc, etc. Oh, Dusty. She's out there barking again. Fox! Fox! Yeah, it's trying to tell me, I think there's a fox! And she's wrong, there isn't. But she's going to convince herself there is. It's like one of those Pixar dogs when they go squirrel and just go chasing after this imaginary squirrel. I haven't decided what to do with this big ball on his head at the moment. I am, yeah. I don't know if they are or not, or whether they're supposed to be like just part of the helmet. Yeah, I don't know. If I do them in the black, then it's a bit sort of too samey. Make it a disco ball. Just like little silk, like just paint it all silk, like then the little dots of different colours and stuff. He's got a disco ball on his head. He even looks like he's praising. It's like, yeah, woo! Electric blue. Electric boogaloo. Praising the disco. He's waiting for the drop, isn't he? He's there. He's just waiting for the drop. Whoa, here it comes. He's big into his house, is the big into his house music is the Chaos Sorcerer. Hey Lorna. Unscrew the ball and that's your car keys. Yeah, that would be very good, yeah. That is, I've seen that before, yes. Absolutely, that's what you do. Oh, I don't like this gold. Come on, come on. More shaking, must shake more. Dusty! Let me see if I can entice her in. There's no way she's going to come in. But let me see. Dusty! Dusty! What have I got for you? What's this? What's this? I'm trying to trick her with pretending I've got food. What's this I've got, Dust? What's this I've got for you? What's this I've got? Come on in. Come on in. What's this? Come on in. Yeah, you're too wise for me, aren't you? You know, you're like Dad. That trick used to work. Come on. I generally don't have any food for you, but come on. Right. Now you're going to stop barking at the fox that isn't there. Come and say hello.
Who's printing?
Oh, come and say hello. Here we go, everybody. This is Dusty. This is the little thing that's been barking at the fox. You're making a lot of noise. Everyone's like, what are you doing? Alright. Alright. You know, I can see you already wanting to dart out there. She's like poised, her head's like forward as if she wants to just jump out of my arms. There is nothing to go out there for. Look, there's nothing there. I'd understand if there was actually a dog, or a cat, or a pigeon, or a fox, but there's nothing there. You complete crank. Chill out on your butt, on your there. Chill out there for a sec. Dogs. So yeah, I'm really happy now. We're into the sort of, you know, the wind down of HeroQuest. We've got a few heroes to do. The big bads. And the odd bit of furniture. And we are done. All of the big chunks of batch painting are gone. I think, because I keep saying I'm going to do it, I think it's going to be HeroQuest. No, it is not another HeroQuest. And it's not Space Crusade. Whoever said it just before I went off stream last time. It's not that either. It is probably going to be more HeroQuest. Yes. As the Bard would say, what's better than one HeroQuest? Even more HeroQuest. Now, I think it's going to be Frostgrave getting a warband up and running for me and my son for when that launches. Wanted to play it for a long, long time. I've had it, you know, the original game. I even have some miniatures painted up. I have a bunch made because I went through and made a whole load of different units of like crossbows and lanterns and spears and swords and torches and God knows what else, thinking, oh, this will make a really great... So they're all made, and actually a whole bunch of primed as well. Then Space Crusade. Yeah, I never owned Advanced HeroQuest. I'm not sure why I never owned it. Alright, I'll let you out. Hang on, hang on. You're just going to run out there and bark, aren't you, you silly dog? Go on then. I can't do anything for her. She's just going to be silly. But yeah, never owned Advanced HeroQuest. Don't even really know anything about it as a game. No idea what it does compared to others. Like how it's different from HeroQuest. I think, isn't it more open? Is it more RPG based, I think? I generally don't know. Yeah, I'll show you. Where is it? Here we go. So I have all of this. Which is just loads and loads of, you know, guy with longbow, guy with sword, hammer and shield, cultists, more cultists, adventurers, guy with axe, guy with spear, guy with longsword and bag on his back, kobolds, loads and loads of kobolds which can be used in Frostgrave. I've got wizards. Yeah, there's a necro. I think he's a necromancer. Just loads of stuff. More wizards, more heroes, more creatures. Yeah. So it would seem silly to not turn that into a Frostgrave. And then I also have things like the wizard box from Games Workshop, where you can create 4 different wizards out of that. I even painted a few streams ago. I painted 2 wizards and my range. So actually, this I've already got the beginning because I've got these guys. That was the purpose of that stream. I painted up. That's going to be my wizard. I'm going to take a look at Jerry's guide on doing snowy bases, so I'll have my wizard. That's going to be my captain, because I think in Frostgrave you can have like a captain. And then this is going to be my apprentice. So really, I've already got the wizards and the captain good to go. It's just then all the grunts that you need. You're Dunkledorf when you're in my NC at the moment. Yes, the Wizard box from North Star is good as well, yes. Don't think I have that one. I gave away the Knoll box. I did buy the Frostgrave North Star box of Knolls, but because I had a bunch of metal ones, I gave the box away on stream once to Mort75, who's also a streamer. But that was a good box if you're into your Knolls. But yeah, I think it's going to be that next. I think it's going to be Frostgrave. Certainly nothing where there's a massively high model count. Oh, test of wintry bases. Let's have a look. Nice. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna. I haven't watched that video yet from Jerry that he did, a Jerry can on wintry basis, so I'm gonna watch that. Well, I've got all the bits and pieces. I can probably just do it. I've done it for my high elves and it came out all right. It looks like a snowy base to me. So, and I've done it on a few other things. I did it on my undead from Bushido. They're all on sort of, you know, these snowy bases. And they all came out alright. But no harm in learning some new or different techniques. Given my technique is throw it together, see what happens. Nice. Okay, I'm still completely undecided on what to do with the ball. What should I do with the ball? Shiny metal like a disco ball, yeah. That does seem to be the general consensus. I'll procrastinate now about that ball and have no idea what to do with it. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for some sort of, you know, green glowing eyes in those sockets, I think. We'll get some warp fire in there, and with the smiley emoticon, yeah. Just dot dot, big smiley face. He's a happy chap. What can we say? Oh, that wasn't good. I got a thumb full of purple paint. That lid did not want to come off. want to rerun some of this Apothecary White back in again. I could do it purple. I just don't know if that's going to be weird or not. Wish I hadn't overthought about it now, because now it's actually going to be a thing where I can't decide what to do with it. I should have done what I always do, which is just paint something and see what happens. But I like him. He looks alright. Oh, ball of balliness. What thou shalt do with thou ball. I also want. I don't want the Retributor armor. I don't want that. I don't want that. It is a ball lake, Rob. That's right. This is always a great opportunity to cock it up. There you go, now some green eyeballs. Ah, ball! What do I do with the ball? Yeah, you guys paint it. Paint the ball. I don't know what to do. Let's make it gold, silver. Use some gem paint on it and make it like a red floating bally ball. Purple ball. Yeah, I like it, Rob. I just don't know how it... Cut the ball off. Just have him with some awesome horns on his head. Aubergine. Yeah. Right, we'll go with purple then, and then if I don't like it I can always change it, but I haven't got any better ideas at the moment. Go with purple. Bloody ball, and the dog still thinks she's barking at a fox or something. Rusty, you are being silly. Right, we'll go over that again in a sec. What else do I want to do here? And give the tiniest little dry brush to the black bits with with my silver. Yes, and she's rounded them all up. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? It turns out she's the world's best fox rounder-upper. It's a technical term for rounding foxes up. Well, you guys can't see it, but I've added some little scratch marks. The bases currently are just all like dungeon grey. I haven't done anything to texture them or anything. I don't even know if I am going to do that. So everything I've done so far is just keeping them basic. Because they're on the board going. If I did anything too elaborate with them, it just looked weird, because obviously I'm putting them on a board. The bases are terrible anyway, because like with this guy, his feet actually meld into the base. I can't even. He doesn't even have the end of his foot. His foot just goes slowly into the base. So you couldn't build anything up around it. Now, so whatever I do, his feet are going to be in whatever I put on there. So an alternative is that I try and paint like a cobbled effect and copy what's on the board. Cartoon holes, yeah, exactly. That's what it is like. It's like he's stepped into cartoon holes. Yeah, like I think the sculptors got bored when they got to the feet, because all the feet on these miniatures are exactly the same. It doesn't matter whether you're you know, an orc or an elf. You've got the same feet. So I'm just having to like define his foot there, because there is no line for me to follow. There's just his foot disappears into the ground. Which is weird, but is a thing. Well, that one's there. This one here is even worse. His foot's actually diagonal, because it ends just into the floor. Like, it was clearly Friday, and he'd done the rest of it. He's like, I'm happy with that. That's looking great. Could have stood him in a puddle to his feet. Yeah, he could have been standing in the puddle. But it was Friday. The guy had got to the end and he was just like, yeah, I could lift this model up a little bit and, you know, but screw it, it's Friday. I'm out of here. It's 1989 and it's time to go and get high with my other Games Workshop buddies at Studio 54 or something. Sure, that's how it went. So I'm now going to have to use a much smaller brush to get in these sort of crevices between the cloak and his foot there. Nah, I don't like the ball being purple. It makes the model, for me, there's no pop out part on the model. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. Well, I'm going to let that base dry because I can't pick it up until that base is dry. Well, it's the same colour purple as the outfit. Yeah, we'll maybe fill it in a bit. We'll do what I was doing with the rest of the outfit. I was kind of like trying to get it less washed, more even. Yeah, I think I was. I do remember there being a thing about he was either a Marvel or DC artist who was amazing but couldn't draw feet. Was famously bad for feet and often left did just weird, you know, oblong feet and just didn't worry about it. Just embraced the fact that he was crap at feet, or left them sort of out of shot in the image, or just hidden behind, hidden behind other action that was going on in the panel or something. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there was quite a very famous comic book artist who was great at many other things but shit at feet. Yes, YouTube, please continue to play that weird music you're playing. Yeah, the more I look at him, the more I don't mind. I might put a little bit of Way Watcher green into his eye sockets to give him a bit of a glow. Maybe, yeah. Maybe that was his, when he wasn't doing Marvel. We're going to stick with it, Rob. We're just going to tidy some of the harsher lines up. We're going to just leave it. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. I think it's fine. There we go. I think he's there. I don't think there's anything more else to really continue to tweak on him. For a tabletop piece, he looks alright. He's got some green glowing eyes. He's got his purple ball of doom. I went for a Skeletor type skin. I think that's come out alright. I could maybe, that's probably the only thing, I give some tiny little highlights to that skin. I think we will go for a celestial grey, and we will just lighten it up a bit. Let's grab a white scar. She's still going for it out there. We won't need much because I ain't going to paint much. That looks about right. That looks about right. Look at the muscularity. No, that's definitely, there's a fox. Well, there's something. Look at the muscularity. Give him some buttock definition. It's not leaving much to the imagination, the old robe he's got on there. Hey Jan, how was your stream, buddy? I was there with you. I was watching you. Everyone, this is Jan, or Irish Steve, if you know him from the Beast of War website, and he has the accolade, the honour, the pleasure, the mere, you know, just awesomeness of being the first ever subscriber to the channel today. Yeah, I bet, man. You're doing awesome work as always. Yeah, it looks good, man. Well, I'm not a million miles away from having this guy fished. For my purposes, I was just doing a bit of work on the old skin there. He's definitely got a Skeletor. I mean, I didn't mean to paint him with a Skeletor vibe, but I've definitely achieved that. That was not the plan, to go full Skeletor, but hey, we have anyway. There we go. Yeah, the ball looks a bit better now. A bit of a fade going on into the purple. Looks a bit less patchy as it did before. Okay, I think he's done. Need to do another quick bit of grey because I've been wiping it off with my fingers as I've been holding the miniature. But yeah, what do you reckon? My HeroQuest sorcerer. And the dog is still barking. I think she'd get a sore throat. Let's see if I can bring her in again. Whilst that's drying. Dusty! Let's see if she'll come in. What's this, Dust? What's this? Come on. Where are you? Hello? Dusty? You're completely ignoring me. You're showing me up live on the internet, Dusty. You make it sound like you don't care about me. She doesn't care. She doesn't care. Yeah. We will whack it with some varnish. Don't think there's anything else I want to do to it. Quite happy. I think he's still a big house head. You know, he's waiting for that drop. Getting down with the beat. Putting his hands up. He's just praising. There we go. Right. I think we're done. There's 2 streams today. Didn't expect to do 2 streams today. That was just a quick hour and 20 minutes. I remembered to unmute my microphone. I did stream the other day for 27 minutes before I realised my microphone was muted, and it was only because Gaz joined and let me know. And then it was, I think it was Manda or Lorna who told me today that my mic was muted again. So that was fun, but that was only for a few minutes, so that was luckily not as embarrassing. But yeah, I think that's it. So this is my first day as an affiliate on Twitch. I've had my first subscriber. I've even had my first gift. I had a new follower today, which is really cool, in Walter. I don't know if Walter's still in the chat, but thank you for that. Thank you, Jan, obviously for the sub, and Gaz for donating a sub to Lorna. Whew, that's pretty cool. So yeah, we'll be back. We've got to do, of course, the gargoyle. He's got to come up. I have the elf and the dwarf to do, and then that is all of the miniatures, I think. Let me just quickly check. Yeah, it is, you know. This is it. We're into the final furlongs. We've got a dwarf and a wizard and a gargoyle. And that's it. Bit of furniture. But the furniture doesn't take me very long to do at all, so I will do that. I won't do that on stream. I'll save these 3 for doing on stream. So we'll probably do 1 tomorrow night. Well, tomorrow at some point. Monday and Tuesday. I don't see why not. Probably not Monday, actually. I tend to try and get back into my D&D group on Monday. But certainly Tuesday. So by the end of next week, I will have a fully finished painted HeroQuest, and then maybe next weekend we'll start something new and we'll do a celebration stream, and I will give away stuff like this, like all the nonsense in this box. There's more blister packs in here that I have no idea what's in here. But there's a billion blister packs. Let's give away some of this stuff. There's Pike and Shot. There's Whiz Kids. There's an Infinity miniature there. A Sasmalanda Pilot. I've no idea what that is, but that's in there. Yeah, let's get rid of some of this stuff. This is a cool mini. I bet Jan would do an awesome paint job of that. Yeah. So we'll do that next weekend. We'll give some stuff away. You're looking for one of those pilots, Amanda? Maybe I can hook you up. Alright. Cool. Thanks, everybody. What a fun day. Cheers. I will see you all next time. Yeah. See you later. Bye bye. Have a great evening. Ta-da. Bye bye. Bye bye.